So, back to more Project Zomboid in Cove. And we hit the jackpot yesterday, or the last day here in the game. No, what's on the ground here? That's just the planks. Got a bunch of new weapons, right? So that's something we don't have to worry about, at least for a while. So I think it is about time that we secure this place properly. I think my plan was to build a wall, like 2 or 3 tiles out, get over here. Yeah, a gate in there, maybe even some walkways so we can look down from the wall at the peasants coming to visit our castle of solitude. Something like that at least. Now, before we get to that though, I think I still need to do a little bit of reading of the next carpentry book. Yeah. 1.2 multiplier is not enough. Also, you need to look a little bit at food needs. So that means this day is probably going to be more on the slow side. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some of the frozen stuff into the fridge so that can thaw. And then we can use it for some cooking. Maybe the onion. What else? Some cheese. Tomato. So I'll just throw all of that into the fridge. So it, unfreezes. Then where did I put the book? Carpentry 4? Yes. And what I like to do when it's a lot of reading is, since when they're inside, even though it's safe, your character gets bored. So that's one of the reasons why I have this little balcony out here. So I can be reasonably safe, right? Especially if I close this window. We're gonna have, first of all, no zombie will see me. Second of all, even if a zombie sees me, he needs to go through that window. So that's about as safe as you can get, and then you can just read in fast forward time and just chillax. So since there's probably not going to be much happening while I'm reading, and I don't just want to talk through hours of reading here, I'm just going to bring you back in, probably for cooking the lunch, and then continue. Like this episode and also the building stuff, we might just have 2 or 3 days where I just show parts of the days. Well, most of it is going to be grinding, reading, fast forwarding time, etc. So I'll bring you back in once the next thing actually happens here. So we read through most of the early part of the day, and it's now time. It's not the most exciting thing I'm bringing back in here for, but today we're gonna get ourselves some food going. Just some random stir fry with the stuff we unfroze earlier. Well, apparently you can't put all of that into the stir fry, which is weird. Okay. Can put some lard in there. Oh, that's gonna be... That's certainly gonna make sure I no longer have to worry about my weight, huh? Well, my weight loss. Maybe I have to worry about my weight the other way around. Alright. About halfway through the book, so it's very much possible that we might just have a full day of reading here. Level. Did we? We fully read up on cooking, 5 times skill multiplier, so cooking level 3. Now cooking is kind of a skill where it's like, I think you use less ingredients the higher your cooking level is, which is usually not a big problem. The other thing is, once you reach cooking level 7, you can cook with rotten food, which I often just don't do out of principle. It's like, no, I'm gonna watch what my character eats, and I'm not gonna feed him any rotten food. Unless I'm really desperate. I think you may get a little bit more nutrition out of things, but don't quote me on that. I want to say check the wiki for details what cooking actually does, but then again the wiki for Project Zomboid is a little bit of a mixed bag, because some sections are kind of outdated, which is the risk when you are looking at a wiki of a game that's been in development for 10 years. The weapon section is super updated because there's a very active guy who's updating that with every patch, but for anything else, take it with a grain of salt, with a pinch of salt, maybe even with a lot of salt. Anyway, I'm gonna continue reading and then probably eat the rest of our stir fry, go through the night, and I'll bring you probably back in when we start the construction work on the next day. See you in a bit. Right, welcome back. It's a fresh new morning. So we finished the book, then I chopped down a few trees, went to sleep, and now we are here where we want to create this thing, and we're gonna saw a few logs while frantically looking around. I haven't heard or seen any zombie anywhere nearby, so I think we did a fairly good job here of clearing up. Do I actually have any nails on me? No. Did I bring any nails from the place? Yes. Okay. Saw that tree here move, but that's usually just the wind. Well, it can also be a zombie, but most of the time it's just the wind. Alright, so wooden walls are made from wooden wall frames, and then you can put an actual wall onto the frame. Now, the problem is that there are 3 different tiers of walls. Named tier 1, 2, and tier 3, obviously. And you need certain carpentry levels in order to build the various tiers. Just wondering if 3 is enough or if I want to go out one more. Things that the road is a little bit... Yeah, let's just stick with this. And I need to grab the planks. So if I click here, you see I can't build level 3 walls yet, because you need carpentry level 7. But building those frames here should give us a little bit of carpentry XP, not much. But it's a start. Once all the frames are built and the wall is built, we can then look into, if it's still not enough, then we can look into disassembling some more stuff here and there. There's still the whole church we could take apart. Man, those take a lot of planks, I feel. I just can only carry 10? Okay, that's 5 walls. So I was, what, like 15 or so walls, a little bit more than that. And that was 10% of the carpentry XP that we need. So yeah, we're gonna be here a while longer. Let's make you into a 3 log stack. This way it's easier to carry all of that stuff. I thought I had chopped so much wood that probably have enough for whatever we want to do, but that's not the case. Alright, unstack all of that. Why did it just say 2? Oh, because this is a 4-log stack. Alright, unstack that, drop this. Saw all of that. It should be another 30 planks. Did I collect hobs and hinges? A little bit nervous that the game is playing combat music. Or like danger is nearby music. Like, we shouldn't have that. Take the rest of the loose nails that we have. Now, this is always a fun one, and often causes a lot of confusion when you want to build the good old double doors, where it's like, now, this is probably the spot where we want to build, right? But if we want to build here, it's like, oh, why is this part red? Now, this always depends on where your materials are. So you kind of have to have the materials in reach of the leftmost part of the door. Actually thinking I kind of want it here more because of the mailbox. So the easiest solution is to just take all the frickin' planks into your inventory. Then you don't have to worry about where they are on the ground. That being said, I need 12 planks and I can only carry 10 in my main inventory. Yeah, I think I like this more. Right, so far so good. Now, not ideal so far, as in, yeah, this is very little protection, or rather none. And how much carpentry do we actually get from that? 550-ish. Alright, I think I'm just gonna burn the remaining, what, 6 planks, 14 planks on our balcony. Then we'll have to grind out some more carpentry. I'm gonna do some wooden fencing. I know myself, and you know, when you have a reputation for falling out of buildings, then you start to build fences. And also that should have given us at least a little bit XP. Maybe 700, yeah. So we definitely need a whole bunch more. It's barely 11 in the day, so let's drop off the hinges and knobs and stuff here. And even, you know what, drop off all the nails for now. We don't need that. We still have all of this full. Like, if I'm disassembling the whole church, then I might as well get some planks out of there too. We have like 50 room left. Okay, then I guess change, not necessarily change of plans, but modification of plans, which is a change. Right, first of all, drop the planks in here, drop the sheet ropes in here. Our problem is that our weapon shelf is kind of full. So what we're gonna do is get a second shelf. Which I'm fairly certain I'll just leave the house open, that's ridiculous. The garages down on the main road, I'm fairly certain we should get a shelf donation over there. A shelfless donation. Oh, park. Yeah, this is kind of blocked in, so let's ignore that. How about you? Did you have shelves inside there? Yeah. Perfect. You can take this. It's up. Gonna throw this on the back seats here. And have a quick look in the next house over if we also had some shelves over here. We also have a generator here. Still needed one more generator for the what you call it, the gas station here in town. We're kind of limited on space. Where are we? Let's say take generator and then just we throw the generator in the back here. Metal shelf, yeah, was slightly overloaded, but we're just driving back home now. If I can't find the entry spot. I've had that problem a few times now with this car, where it's like, depending on how it's parked, I'm not getting the correct spot to enter the car. Oh, there's a friend here. A very unobservant friend, but that's probably the closest zombie to our base we've seen in a long time. Do this. Now I think I need to get you out of my space. That zombie there made me a little bit paranoid, which in this game is a good thing, being paranoid. And just like that, we tripled our shelving space. Since I'm even more lazy, don't want to unpack and repack everything 3 times. Oh, who drove this car and cracked the window like that? Unbelievable. Okay, so I'm just putting the car into a position where I can access the shelf. Both parts of the shelf, actually, and the back of the car. Alright, cool. put everything that is weapon-ish stuff on the lower shelf. And I guess everything else, I'll keep the gas cans in the car, and everything else can go on the front shelf. I mean, technically, they're books. There was some food there, so that should actually go in the proper spaces in the kitchen. I just wanted to make room here. Talking about food. Not really a full meal. Good enough for now. So, back to the original plan of clearing out the church, but since I still have the generator on board, might as well take a quick trip to the gas station and drop it off there. And who knows, maybe we find a zombie or 2 or 10 on the way that still needs to be killed. We're overloaded. Oh, the tin can away, that's really all it took. Generator 40, the max you can carry is 50, so... no. Like that thing. One, no, let's grab both gas cans. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright. I'm being a little bit too generous with the time speed up feature and a little bit too careless here. Oh, this city is not as clear as I wish it would be. Okay. Add more fuel. Sand fuel, okay. One more time. Oof. Yeah, it really shouldn't be this reckless. Fill those gas cans again. And roll them back into the truck. This time. Kill the zombies first that are around. And then we do the city stuff. Afraid that I might not be able to disassemble the large benches, but let's see. Because if you hover over them, it's kind of showing them as they're actually 2 benches, and then the game's like, yeah, no, you can't take that apart. Yeah, it's not doing it. Maybe at least this one. He walks to position, but then he's like, no, I don't know what to do. Okay, that was a little bit too quick for my liking. Let's grab all the nails and all the planks from here. Because we definitely need them. That's a fair few walls we have on our perimeter that we still need to complete. So if I pick up stuff here, then I don't need to deconstruct it. Okay, and you know what? I'm gonna take the long way around so that we can kill that one other zombie that was there. Hello, friend. Welcome to the neighborhood. Take a complimentary axe to the face. Every neighbor gets that free of charge. Already drowsy again. Okay, so upgrading a wall takes 2 planks. So what I'm going to do here, just to prepare the upgrades, basically, I'm going to walk around, and in front of every wall piece, I'm going to drop 2 planks. Just so that I already know that's in position. Oh, that's how we look in weight-wise. Good. So let's actually take the antique oven and find a nice place for that in the house. Again, that allows you to, first of all, heat the place and also cook without electricity, just with, you know, burning stuff. We have a chimney here, so we can heat up the ground floor like that. And honestly, first of all, I'm not sure how long this playthrough is gonna take, and if we actually get to winter, we'll see. We'll see. If there's interest, we can continue it. The other thing is, it's not like you don't necessarily need an antique oven, but I feel like it just kind of makes sense to prepare for the worst, right? And having a nice, cozy, warm fire next to your bed and safe fire at that is just feels like nice. I don't know. Okay, let me this time grab a cooking pot and get some water. We still have some water here. Plundered that already. Is there a bathroom, maybe? Is here. Let's fill it from the bathtub. Okay, was actually enough. See if we can cook something with the rest of the stuff we have here. Obviously, I need to open that one. Let's make a stew from the like the onion doesn't go into anything. Or the ham, I also think I need to slice it first before I can use it in a recipe. Let's make a let's make a soup. The egg in there. Soup. Okay. Well, yes, that's not going to be super exciting here. Yeah, apparently the M really doesn't go anywhere. Keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, do we have anything for waiting times that I could read? Mechanics tool? Maybe working one of those makes the most sense right now. Tick tick. Right, let's just drink half of the soup right out of the pot. Boiling soup, pour it all down. Alright, the rest is still gonna be good tomorrow. And I guess you know the drill. I'm gonna read a little bit. Probably until like, I wanna say 11. Don't wanna do my usual midnight stuff if I'm already tired at 8. But yeah, I think that's gonna then also be the end of this episode here. So 2 days of doing stuff around the base. We killed a total of 3 zombies, if I counted correctly. No, 4 zombies. But we got a few things done. The wall still obviously needs some work, but we'll need to work on our metalworking first. So, on our carpentry first, rather. What I'm thinking here for the next day, after a really long sleep, if I go to the map, then I seem to remember that this building here is exactly the same as this, as in a hotel. So lots of double beds we can disassemble for good carpentry XP. And this also was a medical place. I think we looted that from the back, and then, oh, medical, we have enough medical stuff, but actually I need more beta blockers. I'm kind of running out, so clear this out, get beta blockers, clear that out, disassemble some beds, and then just see where we are. I'm assuming this is probably a school or so. If they have a cafeteria or something, then there's also a lot of tables we can disassemble. I really I want this wall to be done here at the base, but I need carpentry 7 for that, and we're still a fair bit away. But we'll do that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.